Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Ace here for another week of Rivals 2 recaps. I'm really sorry to scare you guys today with this face. I guess it looks like something's wrong. Something is wrong. I have a broken nose. I'm not going to go into the story here because this is the challenge recap. If you want to know what happened to my face, you can click here and go watch the daily vlog where I tell you what happens. I went back and forth with myself on whether or not I was going to actually film a challenge recap this week. Because of my face, but then I thought, you know what, throw on your head rush shirt, it's appropriate, you look like you got knocked out by a UFC fighter, let's just do it. So again, I apologize for the hideousness, but I think that I need to drink more in these recaps, and because my face kind of hurts, I'm gonna take a shot of Jack Daniels. It's in a Jägermeister shot glass, don't let that fool you, it's Jack Daniels. 1, 2, 3, cheers to all of you, and to a happy, healthier face next week. That was good. So let's get into the challenge. Theresa starts off the episode bitching in her annoying voice about not being able to trust anybody in the house except for Jasmine. The way she says words like Jasmine and challenge, it makes me want to knock her out. I don't know why, but it's so annoying to me. Is it annoying to you? Tell me down in the comments. So this challenge was called Frenemies. That's my best Theresa. TJ calls half the girls up to stand next to him and then tells the other half to go behind this area, whatever. Anyway, he doesn't explain the challenge to anyone before he tells them to go in different directions. So they have all these seats hanging above the water where one partner from each team will sit up there and await their fate while TJ asks the other partner of the team a question that he's already asked to the people sitting above. If the person he asked the question to has the same answer as their teammate who's hanging above, they're safe. If not, they get a strike, 2 strikes, and they fall into the water and they're out of the challenge. So let's see how well the teams know each other. I can't even look at myself here because I'm scaring myself. This is actually pretty hilarious right now. And it itches and I can't scratch it. It's the worst thing in the world. I forgot to tell you guys, TJ Lavin actually knocked me out because I told him that I was gonna steal his job. So, tweet at TJ Lavin, and why did you break Ace's nose? She's not gonna steal your job. Don't be scared. So the girls go first, and Anissa is the one to get asked the first question, and TJ asks her, what did Diem say is her best body part? Anissa said it was her legs, but Diem actually chose her ass. Her badonk-a-donk. I can't even, ugh, there's my ass. 1 strike for Anissa and Diem. Next is Paula and Emily. Paula guessed boobs. Emily said, yeah, that's her best, her boobs. So they don't get a strike. The next question was asked to Jemmy. Same question about what Camilla thinks is Jemmy's best body part. And Jemmy chose booty. No, it wasn't her booty. It was her legs. This is all very interesting. Really, not really. This is a lot to recap all these questions. I don't appreciate it. Stop looking at my nose. Stop it. Stop. Next is Cook and Cara Maria. Cara Maria. Cara Maria thinks Cook says it was her arms, and she was right. It is her arms. Next is Nany and Johnny. Nany thinks that Johnny would have said her booty, but no, she said her smile, because that's a body part. Duh. Not a body part. It's not an arm. It's not a leg. She could have said mouth. It's kind of a body part. Smile. My best body part is my nose. Ow. Next is Theresa and Jazz. Same question. Theresa thinks that Jasmine would have said her legs, but Jasmine did not. Jasmine said her hair, because there's nothing else about Theresa that she finds attractive. Understandable. For the next round, Anissa and Diem are up for the next question, and TJ wants to know who Diem thinks is the fakest person in the house. Anissa thinks Diem thinks it's Theresa, and she is right. Paul and Emily have the same question. They say Cara Maria. They're golden. They're good to go. They don't have any strikes. They're winning. They're winners. They're always winning. It's tiring. Jemmy and Camilla already have 1 strike against them. They're asked the same question. Jemmy thinks Camilla would have picked Cara Maria, but no. She said Wes. Camilla drops into the water and they are out. They are automatically going to the jungle. They are the losers for today. Sorry, Jemmy. Love you. Cara Maria and Cook, they have the same question. Cara Maria thinks Cook would have chosen Emily, but nope, they said Diem. Now they have a strike. Nany and Johnny are up for the same question. Nany thinks that Johnny would have said Jemmy, and she is right. They picked Jemmy as the fakest person in the house. Theresa and Jazz are up with 1 strike. They're asked the same question, and they get it wrong. And Jasmine falls into the water, and you know how much she loves falling from heights into the water. Not really. My poor little nugget. Let me give you a hug, girl. Next up is Anissa and Diem again. TJ asks a different question. He asks, who do you think in the house needs the most attention? Anissa thinks Cara Maria. Nope, Diem said Johnny. He definitely does need the most attention in the house. And drop into the water. Cook and Cara Maria go for the same. Johnny. On Nany's turn, she says Jemmy, but Johnny says Jasmine. Drop into the water. So now it's Paula and Emily versus Cook and Cara Maria. Cook and Cara Maria. For the #1 spot. And they both get asked the question, which cast member left in the house would get arrested for indecent exposure? Paula and Emily both say Night. They're good to go, and that is so true. It would totally be Night. Cara Maria chooses Frank, and Cook says Paula, so they are out. I love Paula's reaction to that. She's like, what? Fair enough. Paula and Emily win again. Yay! Dude, I swear to God, they're taking home all the money. They're taking home all the money. Next up are the guys. CT and Wes go first, and TJ asks CT, what does he think Wes thinks is his worst annoying habit? Most annoying habit. Whatever. CT thinks it's smoking, but no, Wes thinks it's mumbling. I don't know, mumbling, he's crazy, I was just saying, fucking, what? That's what CT said to that. Next up is Frankie and Johnny. They're asked the same question. Frank says that Johnny would think that his sensitivity was his most annoying habit, and he's right! Jordan thinks Marlon would think that his most annoying habit is the way he has to be right about everything, but no, it's not. It's the way that he has so many random facts that he has to tell everybody. Who would guess that? No one. Preston thinks at night, bleh! Preston thinks at night would say that his most annoying habit is singing, but no. Bitching and complaining is what Night said. Leroy thinks Ty would say his snoring is his most annoying habit, and he's right. I bet I've been snoring lately. Just saying. Next up is CT and Wes again, and TJ asks CT who he thinks that Wes would name the trashiest girl in the house. And CT does not even answer. This is a smart man, ladies and gentlemen. He knows better. He writes R.I.P. Wes on his tablet of paper instead of an answer. Wes goes down, they are out of the challenge, and now CT looks pimp to the ladies. No ladies are trashy in my opinion. Nobody's gonna vote me out. Smart move, CT. Frank says Johnny would say that Paula is the trashiest girl in the house, and he's right. That's what he said. Paula's like, ah, and he's like, you are trashy, Paula, and she's like, okay. Guess so. Jordan thinks Marlon would say Anissa, and when Jordan is saying this, he's like, Anissa. And I don't blame him because Anissa scares me. She really does. She scares me too. And it's true. That's what they said. They said Anissa was the trashiest girl in the house. Preston thinks that Knight would say Johnny, but Knight actually said Camila. Back to Frank and Johnny, they ask a different question, and it is, what girl left in the house has the best body? Frank thinks Johnny would say Nany. Oh, I'm leaving that in. That's a mixture of Nany and Johnny. All these people's names are just too similarly weird. Anyway, Nany was picked, and they were right. Go, girl. So Jordan and Marlon have one strike against them already. Jordan thinks that Marlon would pick Camilla, but no, he didn't. He said Cook. They're out of there. Frank and Johnny against Ty and Leroy for the win. Leroy thinks Ty would say that Camilla was the trashiest girl in the house, and he got it right. That was me looking at my notebook. I'm not doing that again. I have notes. As any true recapper would. Frank and Johnny get a new question. TJ asks them, who would your partner say is the sexiest man left in the house? Besides themselves. Because you know Johnny would have said himself, right? Totally would have said himself. Frank says Wes. Johnny is like, what? Johnny actually said Frank. Anybody in this situation of this question would answer their partner because one, you're voting on another dude calling him the sexiest guy in the house. So I would think that you would pick your partner. Just saying. Also, Wes is not sexy. Who thinks Wes is sexy? Tell me down in the comments because I'm really interested to know. Me. Gina's screaming me from the bathtub. You think Wes is sexy? Dead sexy. Dead sexy. She's not sexier than me. So Leroy and Ty go up, and Leroy knows the drill. Leroy thinks that Ty would say it was him, Roy Lee, and he was right. They win the challenge. There was a little left in there. I forgot one. Frank and Johnny still had one more to go, and they were asked, who do you think hates each other the most in the house? Frank thinks it's Knight and Preston, but nope. Johnny said Wes and CT. Down in the water they go. So again, Ty and Leroy win. So going into the jungle automatically is Jemmye and Camilla, we know that, and now deliberation at the house to see who else goes in. Theresa's running around the house trying to get everybody not to vote for her, of course, in her annoying voice. The way she talks makes my nose hurt, but I love Jasmine, so this is where I hate the challenge. Whenever I have one person that I really like, one person that I don't really care about on the same team. Nah! Jordan gave Theresa his word that he was not going to vote them in, but at the end of deliberation, he changed that word of his and he totally voted them in. Theresa is not happy about this. So Theresa goes around the house freaking out in her annoying voice, of course, and I just want to say that I love Jasmine. Did I tell you guys that I love Jasmine? Because I love Jasmine. Jasmine's also pissed at Jordan because he's obviously being a dick. Jasmine is trying to ask Johnny what she even sees in him. Johnny's like, I don't know, I have butterflies and hearts in my eyes, and I just love coming on the challenge because I find a new guy each time to put it in me, and that's why I come on the show. Isn't that what the show's about? Moving on. Welcome to the jungle! Felt like singing today. The jungle today is called Catch-22. The point of this jungle is that they have 22 balls lined up on side of 4 treadmills. Each person will be running on the treadmill and throwing balls across the net to their partner. Their partner will catch the balls and put them in a bucket, and whoever gets the balls in the bucket first in the round wins that round. And then they do another round until I think like someone wins. And the treadmills keep getting faster. Theresa said that she's gonna do good at this challenge because she used to be a hooper. Who says that? I'm referring to they used to play basketball. You don't say you used to be a hooper. It's like hooker, but not. It's like a basketball hooker. I don't know. You shouldn't say hooper. I've never heard that in my life. Theresa and Jasmine start off strong. Jasmine's catching balls, she's putting them in the bucket, then all of a sudden she misses the ball and she flies back into this puddle of water, and I am heartbroken. And I just want to pick her little nugget self up out the water and give her a hug. Camilla and Jemmye win round 1. In round 2, Jemmye and Camilla are in the lead, and I'm getting scared because I love Jemmye and I love Jasmine. Why can't they be on the team together, and then Theresa and Camilla can be on the same team and I can be like, send them home? But no, I have to have one person that I like from each team because that's how the challenge works for me. I'm out of breath. All these treadmills. So Theresa eventually falls in the water because Jasmine, I guess, is throwing too many balls at her face at one time. I mean, just catch them, okay? So Jasmine and Theresa are going home. I am in no way crying over Theresa because she got attitude with me on Twitter. She's actually the one who punched me in the face. That whole lie about TJ Lavin, it was actually Theresa. So Jemmye and Camilla win, and I'm excited for them because I love Jemmye. And Camilla, we like to hear her scream because it's hilarious. And Jasmine and Theresa, we will see you guys on another challenge, I'm sure. We will see you, Jasmine, and I'm sorry to see you go. You know I love you so much. Team AC. Thank you guys for watching this recap. Sorry about my face. Everybody go down to the description and check out all the links. Follow Headrush, of course, because they sent me this super duper awesome swag. And I also have a surprise for you. I'm gonna give one lucky person who likes this video, comments below, and shares it with a friend these awesome Headrush things, 2 stickers and a bracelet that says Headrush, and you know you want it because you love TJ Lavin in the challenge, obviously, if you're watching this video. So these things could be yours. I will pick a winner into next week's recap, so leave your comments below. I mean, anybody who leaves, you don't have to leave a comment about the items, just leave a comment. Please share this video with your friends who will watch it and give it a thumbs up, and I will pick one person randomly next week on the recap. Until then, I love your faces. Please check out my other channels. And yeah, see you next week, guys. Peace out. So Theresa's in the house giving Diem shit for throwing in Ty and Leroy. But apparently Diem knows that Theresa would never throw them in. But it's kind of Theresa's fault. This is the challenge. Make sure to fully calculate your moves before you make them.